Yeah, so ganun yun. Maghahanap sila ngayon ng man of peace outside the church. So mag-pray niyo siya saan niyo sisimulan. And then God will direct you. Itong community, itong area. Campus mo siya, anong grupo. Lalabas talaga kayo. Mag-identify yung church na ng particular demographic that the Lord is burdening individuals in your church. And I will support. So for example, we have a group of people, their passion is sports. And they want to use sports as their evangelism or outreach methodology. As a pastor, I will support. I will equip them. Ngayon, pag nagpatakbo sila ng sports tournament, no? Dapat ng Christian nag-attend. Evangelism eh. Kasi puro Christian attenders. Sabi ng Christian. Okay? Dapat tuturuan ko sila paano mag-fish.
Kasi yung ginamit namin is feeding. After 40 years, doon pala nag-feed church namin. Na-feeding. Pero kaya meron na kami small church.
Yes. Explain ko po, kasi feeding is a fishing pole. People come to be fed. The problem of many churches, there are no trained fishermen doing fishing. Ano yung fishing? Lalapitan na yung bata, kakausapin, nakikilalanin, at babalikan niya the following week, yung bata pa rin. Hanggang sa masyara niya ng gospel, ma-reach niya yung, mabisita niya yung bahay. Ano nyo? So the dilemma of many of our fishing posts is there's no fisherman. So as the job of the pastor is to train fishermen, one after one after one. Yeah. Yes. So yun yung sinasabi niya is you can fast track some people kasi you have very good people who are already there. So you can like run them through the process and accompany them and start them quickly. Kaya yung fast track. They know, kasi chinek mo, check naman siya dun sa mga knowledge, function ng kulang, hahabulin mo lang yung kulang. And then you will put them in the outreach.
Yung feeding yung ginagawa namin, yung evangelism is once a month. And then, ang daming kids talaga, every araw.
Mahirap.
Hindi siya, pero yung meron na kami in church doon, na every Sunday, meron siya.
Yes,
Pero
finally.
Hindi kaya i-tagay yung lahat ng bata kasi mali kami in church.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So discard na yan. So may bahay bang mag-open para sa kanila? Yun pa rin yung nangyari. Si mini church, ginagawa natin, dinadala natin lahat doon. So baka it's time, some experiment, nakakatakot yung minsan kasi, na puntahan saan sila. Baka naman, in their own location, meron mga places where they can gather. Sa India po kasi, tinanong ko yung isang house church movement, where are the churches? Sabi niya, sa gitna ng 4 na bahay, merong empty lot, tapos maglalatag lang silang balik, yun ang church. Kasi meron tayong concept na kailangan may room, may aircon, may bubong may building, no? But that's not what Jesus started. So this Western or modern church, we are very busy with the form and function of the church. That it hampers our way of evangelism and discipline. Kasi dapat anywhere, anytime, kaya. So, maybe your church has to experiment, or we can talk a bit more maybe. Kasi medyo lumalaban ako sa kinakain ko ng oras ni Richard. Okay. No, covenant rules again, 2 levels. First level, outreach. Once they believe, you go through basics. Level 2 yun. Okay, now, sabi niya rito, the covenant group has 3 life cycle options. It may start as an open group. People can come. And later, part of the group becomes closed because they're going through following. Right? And then those groups that are reproduced continue to come and see that's open. So that's the first option. Some naman, they will start open. But later, it closes. Kasi, sobrang dami ng tao, ayaw mo na magpadagdag muna. Gusto mo naman ang focus doon. Pwede, posible mangyari yan. No? The third type is, it starts as closed. Family ko lang. But later on, when the group matures, some of the people mature, they start open groups. No? There's no one way. Okay? There are multiple ways that this happens. Pero again, best talaga, a come and see group is active open. Ano sabihin na open? Anyone can come. Active meaning, they are recruiting. Kasi meron mga passive open. Sabihin, open on paper, but not in reality. They're not inviting newcomers. Okay? So, if they're inviting active newcomers, you need to be ready to multiply many groups very quickly. Kaya kailangan may team ka talaga. Kung hindi, most likely magiging type 2. Open ka, pero pag sa members, sara mo muna. Kasi walang tao maglilid ng mga bagong dansa. Intindihan nyo, no? Kasi our lesson sa creation to Christ, at any point they come in, it's a gospel presentation. Diba? Ito ang bigla na lang Jesus comes sa gospel presentation siya. And next week about Jesus forgiving the paralytic. Gospel presentation to them. No, every week is a gospel presentation. So they can come in at any time. Hindi kailangan ng sequence. Diba? Tayo, we're teaching it by sequence kasi it's easier for us. Pero the attenders, they're not necessarily so bothered about the sequence. Okay pa? Yes, go ahead.
Kung open yung kabesi, ba mayroong nangyari doon? Tapos gospel presentation pa rin, mayroong new. Paano?
Kaya meron ka apprentice. Pull out mo na yan. Share na yan. Ready na yan.
So hindi na siya
Or maybe can we ask this person to stay? Can you stay for half an hour? I want to talk to your person. Didiskartehan mo. Kasi pag magpe-present ka na naman ng gospel, actually okay lang naman. Pero kung 10 beses na siguro, parang didiscarte ka agad. May mga tao na share na nag-pray to receive, na-gets na nila. Bubulungan mo na, pwede din yun. Kung magpe-present ng gospel, memorize mo ha. Kasi ikaw na mag-share next time. So depende yan eh. So you have, it's something organic. You cannot like have one fixed rule. Pero you need to know how to navigate. Kasi it will not look exactly the same. Okay, pero again, if it's too big and it becomes unfriendly na, it will start collapsing. Yeah, you have to have contingency plans right there. Okay. Now, leading a bad group and a covenant group or a follow-in is not the same. Okay? Leaders, if you expect too much of your community group participants, you'll get frustrated. Mabasa na sila ng Bible, like this is true. No, it will not happen. Okay? Na forever na sila magiging with you, no. Okay? After a year, they might be all gone. Right? Kasi their community group is an outreach. No? Not all will respond. Hopefully all, but not all. Okay? And then, as a community group leader, they are supposed to be more an evangelist than a Bible teacher. Focus on the gospel. More, diba? Pag nagdadagdag ka na ng daming theological truths, hindi nila kakayanin yan at that point. No more patient than righteous. Mali ka, mali yan. Dapat hindi ganun, no? Hindi pwede yun sa MNC. Kasi lalayasan ka talaga. Encourager than exhorter. Don't preach. Encourage. No? Galing mo, no? Ganda na discovery mo, no? Very good lagi sila. Very good. Para
laging magaling
laging
na
may
klase.
star. Matakan mo lagi. Diba? More persuasive than directive. Okay, kasi hindi ka pa naman talaga nila-decipher. You're just evangelizing. So persuade. No more mother than rather. Okay, so we need to take care of them. Alagaan mo talaga, binibaby mo lahat sila. More relational than content-oriented. Okay, and more fun-loving than goal-oriented. No? So, for leaders, sometimes there are what we call gifted community leaders. They graduate from their band, they receive training, they lead. No? Okay? But there are times that when they are not gifted. They finish the band, they are already pushed to lead. And the third type naman, anyone can lead. Okay? So many churches practice any one of these three. CCF, ano yung ginagamit niya sa tatlo?
Para to 12 right here, siya.
Pangatlo, any believer can use one by one immediately. Yung kanilang follow-up tool. Sa kanila. Pero they cannot lead a D group. Sa kanila, to lead a D group, you have to be at least 2. D12, yung 3 sa kanila. So they are applying all 3. Pero depende nga yan sa sitwasyon ng church. Of course, type 1 and type 2, mas quality. Pero ang kalaban kasi ng CCF is quantity. They have too many people, not enough leaders. Kaya nga nabibirata sila ng pastor. Dito kasi daming tao, kulang na leaders.
Totoo po.
Right? So if you have the option to have quality leaders produce before you deploy them, by all means. But there will be times na talaga not enough. Then mag-change yung iyong qualification. Right? Pero sa follow me, kailangan mas strict. Diba? So yun. Kasi yung any believer may lead, meaning you are not so bothered about their character and their transformation. Kasi anyone eh. Okay? So yun.
Ganun na.
Unlike yung second type, ay dapat form na yung kanyang habits.
Ano yung nanap yan?
Okay? Yung first type, tinignan mo na muna siya.
Ha?
Bago siya mabili, that's the best.
Hindi ko rin-
That's what we want. Life cycle of a group, same as a church. May birth, okay, bagong group. Then may childhood. Childhood, binibaby mo lahat sila. May adolescent, nire-rebelde na sila. Group.
Titigas ng ulo
And
na.
then there will be a time adulthood, they act like mature na. They help each other, they're helpful to you also, and then there's also a time to say goodbye. It's not forever. Okay? So, usually it takes around 9 months of regular meeting for them to really gel. 9 to 12 months. So pag hindi kayo consistent, mahirap solidify yung group relationships. Okay? So, when you start your group, usually, ano yung pinakamarami? Relationship building. Okay? Konting Bible study, konting assignment. Pero as your group progresses, no, nagbabalanse yan. Ha? Pero pag isasara mo na yung group, dadamihan mo ulit yung relationship building. Okay? Para hindi galit-galit. We can resume again another time. So this is very important. Ito yung time mix versus time in meeting. Okay? So yung curriculums, we already suggested that. Alpha course is the one good coming sa curriculum. May Tagalog na yan kaya. I've seen H2O as well. There are so many. No, pero sa teenagers talaga, Puso Notebook. Try to find it in Shopee. Yeah, the Puso Notebook is 13 lessons on the issues of youth of today. Tapos sharing, iyakan daw yun eh. They use it in campus. It's very effective. Or, do it yourself. Create your own. Ako, I really love DBS because of the inductive skills. No, people become comfortable with scriptures. Yun lang naman yung gusto ko sa DBS. Kasi kaya ko pala mag-UIA on my own, even in my devotion. So that's why I like the DBS above all. Yung iba kasi medyo, yung Q&A minsan wala eh. No, hindi nag-iisip. Yung, hanapin mo na yung sagot, di mo intindihin yung passage. Ito ba? Pag yung may questions, hanapin mo yung sagot, pero di mo naman intindihin yung buong passage. Pero yung ginawa natin kanina, di ba? Just 5 verses, but sa kakaulit, memorize mo talaga yung flow, ano yung nangyayari. Tapos it becomes visual to you. Okay. No? So 4 principles about covenant groups. It must be fun. Okay? It must be highly relational. No? It must be non-directive. They're not your disciples yet. You cannot command them. Start this, start that. Wala. Until they make that commitment. No? And you must, no? The covenant leader must shepherd the group. No? That's the idea here. How to launch your covenant group? Step 1, train your leaders. So, sabihin, we prefer the type 1 option. Right? Train your leaders in your follow me. Yung sabi natin. Then, no? Start planning with them. Diba? Nagpa-pray na kayo together. Tapos while they're sharing, who they're sharing with, nagkaroon na ng mga potential contacts. Tapos ang question natin, we, no? Reach people there. Okay, begin to recruit non-members. If you need more in your team, and your group is not enough, maghunting ka within your church, baka meron kang pwedeng madamay. No? Pero yun lang, lagi nila dinadamay, pastor. Kaya nakakalbo talaga yung pastor eh. Sa lahat ng ministry, dinadamay lagi yung pastor. Sana magdamay kayo, parang okay ito, parang pwede ito, damay mo siya. I-apprentice mo on the go. And then carry your group through its lifestyle, the stages. That's it. I'm done. Okay, so I hope that you maximize your community group. No? Experiment on it. Pero first step is train your first batch of disciple makers by asking them to be part of your follow me group. Then, teach them the 6 steps, apply together the 6 steps until you're able to start community groups inside and outside the church. Then later on, some of your leaders will also be ready to convert their existing groups to follow me groups, depending on yung result na evaluation nila. Test nila yung groups nila, lalabas eh. Because majority of my members are at this level. No? So you have to research them how to, until makita mo na yung itsura na gusto mo. Okay? Now, if they want to use other curriculum, they're not comfortable with the DBS, it's alright as long as it's approved by you. Pero again, uniformity kasi makes it easy to reproduce. Transferability kasi issue. So if you're all doing the same thing, mas mabilis. Naalala ko, nag-change pa ako ng curriculum sa youth. Sabi ng isang youth leader, mas gusto ko itong book kaysa sa bagong book mo. Pwede ba ito na lang? Sabi ko, anak, ako rin nagpauso niyan dati. Sa akin din galing yung unang book. Kaya lang, hindi na siya sapat. Kaya akin natin ipapalit dahil dito. Kasi yun yung nag-go through niya, sanay siya doon. So, kung may bago, usually may apprehension. So, you have to slowly ease them in. Don't rush the process. Don't rush. Kasi may time talaga to ease them into the changes. If you just come and change, you expect everyone to follow, talaga may knee-jerk reaction yan. So, you have to slowly ease them in. Okay? So, makikita mo naman na nababawasan nyo. Address the apprehensions. Also, when you start, according to our Sun Life, there are 4 types of respondents to your challenge to the disciples. The first are called innovators. Innovators, there are people who will say, yes, I'm with you. Sali ako. Isa, dalawa lang yan. Okay, magre-recruit pa yan. Tapos yung pangalawa, we call them the early adopters. Okay, the early adopters are people who are willing to try anything. Basta sabi ni Pastor, early adopter siya. Okay, ano naman yung mid adopters? The mid adopters is they need to see something work with the innovators and early adopters before they will participate. They're a bit more cautious. Late adopters, ano naman yun? Sabi po, sa yung mga majority wins. Since majority are doing, na pag-iwan na, saka pa lang ako sasali. Okay, and then there will be the 5th type, we call them laggards. Ano po yung laggards? Tapon nyo na yun. Kontrabida. Laggards. Yung talagang ayaw whatsoever happens. Nega, out. Leave them behind. Yeah, so when you go back to your ministry, you will find innovators and early adopters. Ready, fire na. Wala na. Pag-iintay mo yung 5 years na sanay ka na bago mo patakbo. Ready, fire na, start na. Tapos